back to another episode of our podcast.
Double Shot of Chaos.
I'm your host, Evelyn.
I'm your host, Danila.
And we just wanted to thank everyone for all the love and support we've been receiving. And we also wanted to thank you guys for our first hate comment. But we'll talk about that later.
You guys are probably wondering why we have a different scenery for today. Change of scenery. So, actually, we tried filming this episode a couple of days ago, where we usually film, which is at Evelyn's place. But Evelyn has 2 cats, and I am highly allergic to cats. So, I was like, the first 2 episodes, I was able to, deal with it. It was fine, but last week when I went over to film, I literally took a Zyrtex, 2 Claritins, and I was rubbing my eyes. My eyes got swollen, I was sneezing everywhere, and it was a mess. So we decided to change our filming location because I can't do that every week. So long story short, this is our new filming location.
Change of scenery.
Yeah. Anything interesting happening this week?
Mamdani becoming mayor.
Oh yeah, my name is Mamdani. Mamdan.
Is that one of the raps that he made?
Yeah, it's like trending on Instagram and everything.
Yeah.
But it was like, my name is Mamdani, and then he spells like his last name.
The name is Mamdani. Mamdani. The name is Mamdani.
But have you seen all of the TikToks about him becoming mayor? Well, starting with him at the club.
Oh my god, that was so he was like jamming. I was like, okay.
Speaking of the TikToks, this is one of them.
Personally, for me, I'm very happy that he is mayor because being a fellow brown Muslim person, I'm excited that we have someone of, my people representing,
And he's the first immigrant to be mayor.
And I feel like the thing that I love the most that he was able to defy all odds. And even Bernie Sanders was like, this is the biggest political upset in history, because back in June when he was running against Cuomo, the primary, he was the polls were down. Yeah. So from June till November, that's how many months? 4 months, 5 months. He just gained immense popularity amongst New Yorkers, and not even New Yorkers, internationally. People were celebrating in Canada, London, China, all over the world. Yeah, all over the U.S. My family from Pakistan, they called my parents and they were like, "Are you guys happy Mamdani is the mayor?" I'm like, "God damn!" Yeah. But this is the biggest mayor election in history. I feel like. So yeah, that was our little highlight of this week. What is there anything that you would like to talk about?
Our hate comment.
Oh yes, our hate comments.
Insert our hate comment. Let me read it actually.
Okay, so.
Oh, hold on. Okay. You can ask me again and then I'll bring it up.
So yeah, that was a highlight of our week. Is there anything else you feel like you want to talk about?
Our first hate comment.
Oh yes.
First hate comment says, "This country was built by English speakers. You moved to a country built by others, and now you throw their generosity in their faces."
Okay.
Are you dumb? If you are not Native American, you are not from here. Europeans came here to take over their land and kill their people so that they can take over their land. And then they shipped all of the African Americans here to do all the work that they didn't want to do. So, if that's generous to you...
So before we do start, I want to ask you, is there something that you wish you would have known earlier in your life that you know now?
I wish I knew you just gotta be a bitch. You just gotta be a bitch sometimes. Because people feel like they can walk all over you. And if you allow that to continue, then that's gonna be your reality. So sometimes you just gotta be a bitch and show them that, you're not the one to fuck with.
Yeah. For me too, when you said being a bitch, that's for me too. I am a very nice person. I feel like I'm a very good-hearted person.
Me too.
And I feel like being like that does not get me anywhere. I've done so much for people, and I feel like in the past, I would go out of my way, and I would, go above and beyond, and it was just not reciprocated, And it's just very sad because it's like, damn, like, it's always like, I was always told growing up, like, treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, you're treating people with respect and with kindness, but then you're expecting that back and you're not getting it back. Like, I think this past, I would say, year and a half especially, like, I've really learned my lesson with people. Like, I went out of my way for a lot of people in my life, and I just didn't get anything back. So, like, I just started, like, cutting people out of my life. Like, I just did not want to be in that negativity, and I did not want that negativity around me. So I was like, no, that's it, bye, peace. And it brought me a lot of peace, like, to do that too. And I feel like in the past, if I would always try to preserve my friendships and my relationships with people, but I feel like now, like, cutting that negativity out of my life, it has brought me nothing but peace. So for all those people that fucked me over, thank you very much.
Yeah. If you move, I move how you move. So if you're moving funny, I'm gonna move like a clown. I'm gonna be a clown.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very simple. If you don't respect me, I don't respect you. And you know the thing too, how they're like, oh, respect your elders and stuff, or if someone's older, be respectful. But if they are not respectful to you, you don't owe them anything. There's this old ass man.
Exactly how that feels.
There is this old ass man at my workplace who is so fucking rude. And everyone is just like, oh, that's how he is, that's how he is, that's how he is. I don't give a fuck if that's how he is. He can't just walk around being disrespectful to people. If you're gonna be disrespectful to me, I'm gonna be disrespectful back. I don't care if you're older than me.
I got into screaming matches with him when I was there, like, because he was so nasty. I was like, don't talk to me.
He would walk up like, Honey-san! Don't throw things at me, thank you very much. So now he'll just be like, oh, 2 for 4?
Yeah.
2 small signs.
Sometimes you gotta put people in their places for them to respect you. And it sounds really weird when I say this, but that's the truth. You have to stand your ground, or else people will
They'll walk all over you. And even in friendships, you'll be nice to someone and it's not reciprocated because they're using you. And then the second whatever they're getting from you is taken away, they're gone.
Exactly. So honestly, like,
that's another thing too. Don't believe everyone is your friend because they're not.
Yeah, people just might, like, try to use you. That's why, like, growing up too, like, I would always thrive on having friends, and I'm like, oh my god, I want this friend and this friend. There used to be, like, big groups. Now as an adult, it's like I have only my few friends. Like, my circle is very small, and honestly, I love it. Like, I don't want, like, I'd rather have 2 friends instead of having, like, 50 fake friends. You know what I mean? 50 fake friends. So, like...
Because you know how they say, keep your friends close and your enemies close?
Yeah.
So you don't know if the people around you are your real friends or if they have other intentions.
Yeah, and, like, a lot of my friends, like, we've been friends for a while now. Like, me and her, we've been friends since, 2018. Our other friend, we've been friends since, 2017. I have friends who I'm still friends with since high school. Like, you know, one of my friends from high school, she just had a baby, and she invited... Listen, we don't talk every day, but she literally invited me to her gender reveal. She invited me to her baby shower. She was like telling everybody, oh look, this is my best friend from high school. Like, she was giving me that respect. Mind you, sometimes we go months without talking. Like, she has her life, I have my life, but at the end of the day, it's like the relationship and the love that matters. Like,
I love friendships like that.
Yeah,
where there's like an equal understanding that you guys don't have to talk every day to be friends.
Exactly.
Like, even if you go months without speaking and you speak again, it's like time has never passed and the friendship is still there and it's the same.
Exactly.
I love that kind of friendship.
Yeah, and like when she told me she was pregnant, I was so touched. I was like, damn, you went out of your way to, like, tell me. Mind you, we didn't speak for a few months, and nothing. It's not that we hate each other or whatever. It's just life. Life gets in the way. We're so busy. Like, my schedule from, like, Monday to Friday is just jam packed, and then I literally have Saturday and Sunday, and I'm still, like, running errands, doing homework, whatever. So she, like, went out of her way. She showed me, like, a picture of her sonogram, and she was like, oh, I have news for you. And I was like, oh my god, like, I was so touched. And then I attended her gender reveal. I attended her baby shower. You know, I think she just gave birth actually to her baby. So I was like hoping so I was hoping to, you know, get there and go to her and, like, see her baby and stuff like that. But she, you know, she's very understanding too. Like, she knows, like, my schedule. She knows the work that I do. So the other day too, my bitch ass didn't get home till like 7 o'clock because I was stuck at work. So, but yeah, so that's what I like about people. Like, they're very understanding. So I like to keep my circle small. Like, I like to have my couple friends and that's it. Like, I literally, these are the same friends I'll go on vacation with, I'll go out with, whatever. Like, but I'm not interested in making, like, new friends. I mean, listen, I have made new friends, you know, like, over the last few years, whether it's at my workplace and stuff like that. But other than that, like, you know, I keep certain people at bay because I see how they are, especially like, you know, people from work. Like I see
Yeah.
how people are, so I try to. But I have like my 3, you know, girls who I'm really like, you know, close with, who showed me that I can trust them and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and who I have a really good relationship with. And then obviously I have you guys and my other friends, so I like my circle small. And even though I'm very social, people think I have a lot of friends. I don't.
Yeah, I have acquaintances. Friends, not a lot. Yeah, I can have acquaintances, people I have to deal with, but friends is very little.
Like your bestie.
Yours. Anyways, today we were going to talk about friendships, and we were kind of getting into it a little right now, but I feel like as adults, it's a lot harder to maintain and keep up with friendships because we're so busy with life.
Yeah, like I feel like with everyone just working and having careers and like having kids and having partners and husbands and wives or whatever the case is, like,
or school, like
it's like it's very hard. Like I was just talking about my friend, like sometimes we go months without talking to each other because, you know, it's just life is hard. Like she has her, you know, stuff like that she's dealing with. I have my stuff, and it's you know, I remember like high school, right? We would leave, you know, school, and we would just go to like the local pizzeria. We didn't have freaking responsibilities. I didn't need to be fucking worried about like, oh, I gotta get to work. Bless you.
Thank you.
I'll cut that part out. Okay. You know, so we didn't have to like worry about like getting to work, or, you know, or oh my god, I have to like do this, or I have to, you know. I mean, yes, we had fucking homework, but it was high school. Like,
it was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, like fuck it, you know. We thought we were cool not doing homework. Like I literally remember like before school too, in the morning we would go get like, you know, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches and like coffee and those Arizona iced teas. But now it's hard. Like I just said, like where I work too, it's very demanding, and like sometimes I don't get home until like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and like I'm exhausted. All I want to do is eat, shower, and that's it, knock out.
Yeah,
and then I also
the high school days.
Yeah.
No responsibilities after school. I went to high school in the Lower East Side in Manhattan, so we're pretty close to Soho and all of that.
Oh, nice.
The Williamsburg Bridge. So after school ended, I was out. Like I was all over the place. I wouldn't get home till like 8, 9 o'clock.
Damn. Must be nice, bitch. My high school was 1 fucking floor.
Mine too. Mine was really small.
Really?
It was like a class of, like the senior class was like what, 50 kids.
Oh, wow.
Really small.
I liked it small though. I don't know about those big high schools in Queens. I was like, but we were like, it was in Queens, but like there was nothing to do around. There was like, I mean, Dunkin' and all that stuff, but it was like, you know, we didn't have fucking Soho right there, so
there's not a lot to do in Ozone Park.
Yeah, in Ozone Park there was nothing, like not much to do. But
if anyone knows me, they know I'm a bad texter. Yeah, I know it. I know.
I
it's
have to
true.
be texting this bitch like 30 times to get a
For...
response. Like I'm here like this bitch, like we're trying to like publish the freaking podcast episode, and like I'm like hello.
Because if I see the text in the moment and I have my phone in my hand, I will answer, and we could go back and forth for like a good 2-3 minutes just texting. The second something happens and I get distracted with the baby or something, you lose me. You don't hear back from me until the next business day, or or if you send me like 30 repeated texts.
But like for me too, like honestly, I feel so bad because sometimes I'm not a bad texter. I don't think I'm a bad texter, but like sometimes if I'm working or if I'm doing something and someone texts me and I'm like, okay, I scroll down and I'm like, okay, I'll just text them back later. But then it'll be like 3 days later. I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to text this person.
Like I'll see the text, I'll make a mental note, or I'll reply in my head or think of what I'm gonna reply later, and then I just forget. And then I remember a couple of days later, like 3 days later, 4 days later, and I'm like, is it too late to text them back? And then I'm just like, I think it's just too late. Let me just leave it like that.
Yeah, and then you're like, I'm always like getting all these notifications from like my Ring app, from Instagram, whatever, so the message will just go all the way down. So then I'm like, ah, shit. But then I'd be feeling bad, but then sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. But like people like who I do that to, they're very understanding. Like I get that, so people do that to me sometimes. So, but it's like, I would say though, and I think I speak for the both of us, I feel like if any of our friends, or there's like me and her too, like if we ever get a text like, oh, I need you, or like, you know, there's something going on, emergency,
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Like, you know, like if they call us or whatever the case is.
Yeah, because I don't call any of my friends, so I know if they call me, I'm gonna answer because
Yeah.
it's probably something important.
Yeah, because you never know like what's going on. So like I know even though like there's people who I don't talk to for months, but like if they ever to text me or call me like, hey, you know, I need this, or hey, can you help me with this? I'll never say like no, you know, like I will never not do that. And there has been situations though, there's people who I have not spoken to in years, and they, you know, I've seen like their Instagram post or something. I don't want to get into detail about it to respect their privacy, but then literally I reached out to that person and I was like, hey, is everything okay? And then she started telling me about like her kids, and you know, just things going on with her 2 kids, and I was like, I was able to help her, and that's how we reconnected. You know, we don't really talk like every day, you know, obviously she has 2 kids, but we've, you know, here and there I'll check in on her and see how she's doing and how her kids are doing. But like, this is the person who I thought would never speak to again in my life. Not that there was any bad blood, but, you know, we just drifted apart after high school, and we started like talking because of that. So you see like how even, this is weird to say, but like even not tragedies I would say, but like those type of events like brings people together, you know.
Yeah.
So
It does.
yeah. So I think like that's like a good trait to have too. Like even, okay, I'm not talking to you for months, I haven't spoken to you in months, but hey, if you need me, I'm here, you know. And I think all my friends know that. They know like I'm always going to be there for them no matter what. I'm always gonna have their backs no matter what, and I've vice versa. I feel like if, you know, there's something going on, and there was a time where my life was a fucking telenovela, and I was like texting and calling like all my high school friends and telling them about all the shit that was going on, and they were there for me. They were literally, we were on the phone talking for hours, and we, mind you, knowing these girls from like 13, 14, whatever, I've never like really spoken to them on the phone. We were always just text or see each other in person. So, you know, that was, you know, like when my whole life was, you know, in shambles, like they were like calling me and like, you know, reaching out, and we were on the phone for hours and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So that wraps up adult friendships. If you guys feel like you can relate, or if you guys are also bad texters like me, let us know in the comments. But the time that we're filming this episode is a day before Anila's birthday. So
Aw.
everyone also say happy birthday to Anila.
Thank you.
She's turning 27, guys. She's
Shut the
old.
fuck up. Why are you telling people my age?
I think you said it.
No.
In the first
Oh yeah, I
episode.
did. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's turning
I'll take that.
27, you guys.
3 years till 30.
Ouch.
Shut the fuck up. You're like
I'm
right
6 years
behind
away.
me.
I'm 6 years away.
You're right behind me.
6 years. I still got time.
Yeah. It'll come sooner than
Time really
you
flies.
think. Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of our podcast. And if you were able to relate to anything that we spoke about today, make sure to comment down below. And don't forget to say happy birthday to Anila too.
Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye guys.